The great Chinese philosopher Confucius once said, "The strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home." This quote is so interesting to me. It shows how something as small as a family can affect how strong a nation can and can fail to be. It affects everybody, and everybody has a chance to make a difference that can be seen on a larger societal scale. The idea of strength of family is very important to me. My parents have taught me from a young age the importance of a strong family. They had family problems growing up, and our extended family has a lot of family problems. And they wanted to make a priority that me and my sister growing up didn't experience the same problems. I know how important a strong family is to the personal growth of both the parents and the children. And today I'll show how families are the bedrock of our society and how we can make them better. I'll show how the breakdown of the family negatively affects children, how we can promote strong families in the United States, and the effects those families have on individuals and society at large. Now, since I'm talking about families, I might as well show you mine. So, along with my ugly mug right here, we got my lovely mother, my sister who won't be happy that I showed this picture, and my dad who finally got to dress up. This is at Hamilton Roundup. It was a great time with my family. Another thing I want to do is, why is this a problem? So as you can see, since 1968, in 50 years, the amount of children not living with both parents married and in a house has more than doubled, or almost doubled. As you can see, in 2017, 21% of children live with just their mother, 4% with just their father, and 7% with cohabiting parents, which means both parents are in the house, but they're not married. And here's a further breakdown where you can see how this affects different communities within the United States, where, different married parents, solo mother, solo father, and cohabiting parents. First, I want to take a look at some of the problems caused by a breakdown of the family. This is just a quote showing the difference in 50 years' time. Lack of strong families can lead to more crime and more drug use. Several studies have come to find that children raised in single-parent households are much more likely to adopt delinquent behavior, which includes but is not limited to alcohol and drug abuse. This can be due to different factors found in children who are raised in single-parent households, some of which include propensity to emotional distress, negative behavior, and delinquency. These problems can stem from lack of resources and less monitoring and time parents are able to spend with their children. Lack of strong families also leads to an increase in poverty. According to the United States Census Bureau, a 2011 study found that 12% of children whose parents were married and in the house lived in poverty, compared to 44% of children living in a single-parent household. This is not the only reason for poverty among children. Obviously, there are many factors and circumstances that are at work when it comes to poverty. However, a child is much less likely to be in poverty if both parents are married and in the house with the child. This, in turn, also significantly decreases the chance that the child is impoverished when they grow up. Now, let's take a look at some possible solutions to these problems. First off, we can promote family policies that recognize how important families are to the country. Samantha Callan, in a paper written for the Doha International Family Institute, proposed some family-friendly policies that can be adopted. Some of these include tax structures that are friendly to families, child care assistance if needed, and the promotion of domestic responsibilities by employers. The basic idea of these policies is to help relieve financial stress families can face without completely intervening in the family structure. When discussing policies that can be undertaken, we must recognize the importance of independence of the families. Intervening in families' everyday affairs undercuts the interdependence of families on each other individually. Children thrive in family environments that promote development of character, mutual support and care, and that also provide a sense of personal and group identity. So let's create policies that encourage these behaviors and don't disrupt them. Individuals must also make responsible and selfless decisions. When thinking about starting a family, it should be a sobering thought, something that causes deep reflection and makes you think about your future. You must ask yourself some tough questions. Is this the right time in my life? Am I who my family deserves at this moment? What kind of person do I want to be? And am I willing to make the necessary sacrifices and decisions to hold the family together? This is something important, so please treat it as such. Getting married and finding the right person to raise a family with and really start your life is a big decision. Marriage is the most important institution in our country to me. I believe it's where the governing body of the United States starts, not the local, state, or federal level. As we, the next generation, come into our own, we must take responsibility for our actions and make cautious and selfless decisions for the future of not only our families, but our communities and our country. So let's move on to how these solutions can yield real-world effects. Strong families create strong communities and provide purpose. We as humans want to belong to something. It's inherent. And we can create how can we create strong communities to belong to if we don't feel like we belong in our own families? We have to create a sense of belonging and community in children at a young age so they can develop crucial social skills later in life. As we go throughout our lives, we also search for purpose. What exactly are we to do with our lives? It's a big question that's in all of us, whether we think about it all the time or not. No one is ever prepared to be a parent or start a family. It's the start of a life-changing journey that allows parents to change and grow and find a new part of themselves they didn't know they had. And however flawed they can be, families do promote the best environment for children to thrive later on in life. I'm not saying the family is perfect. Like everything human, it's flawed. But it is still the best bedrock of the best building block of stability that we have. If we want our children to have the best chance to succeed, we need to put them in positions to where they are growing and developing that promote success later in life. Giving children stable and safe environments allow them to grow mentally, physically, and emotionally. Parental attention to a child is very important in their early formative years. Having both parents involved in a child's life is also crucial to their life after childhood. Today, I discussed how lack of family structure hurt children, what we can do as individuals and as a society to promote strong families, and how families shape our lives. No matter what past you've come from, you have the choice to what your future will hold. Make the right choices for yourself and those around you. Like I said in the beginning, Confucius said, the strength of a nation derives from the integrity of the home. So let's create a strong society from the bottom up, and let us be a positive change in our society.